Hello, my hardworking students, and welcome back to my channel. This is your teacher, Roxana, and today we are going to look at order of operations. This video is particularly good for you if you have any sort of special needs like dyscalculia or dyslexia, because the content is broken down into small steps and you have practice which is quite repetitive. Then you get your answers so you can check your own work, and you can pause the video so you're not pressured with time, because usually if you have special needs, you might need a bit of extra time to do every single question. So there is no pressure here. Everything is repeated, broken down into small steps, and the activities are quite repetitive, but they are differentiated, so it gets gradually more difficult. It's also very visual because I'm a visual learner as well. Everything that I do is with a lot of colors, a lot of arrows, and a lot of images. Okay, so let's get started with our fun little puzzle, which is also similar to the lesson of today. So you have to know the order of operations in order to do this correctly. So pause the video, have a little go at this puzzle, and then I'm going to walk you through it. Okay, so let's have a look. There's three numbers that are the same and they give you 21. So 3 times what gives you 21? That should be 7. Okay, so I'm going to put 7 wherever I see this pair. Then you have 7 times something plus the same something. So here I would do it as trial and error. So I would try different numbers, see which one works, okay? So what if I do 7 times 2? 7 times 2, what if this is 2? 2 times 7, 14, plus 2, 16. Doesn't work. We can try, how about we try something bigger like 4? 4 times 7, 28, plus 7. Yeah, that's too small still. What if we try 5? 5 times 7, 35. Then 35, let's just see, 5 times 7 plus 5. So that's 35 plus 5. That gives me 40. Okay, so that works. It means this lemon has to be 5. Okay, and don't worry, there is no specific formula that you need to use in order to find this lemon. All you need to do is trial and error, trial and error. Okay, if it's 5 here, we have to do 5 times what plus the same number gives you 60. What if we do 5 times 5? 5 times 5 is 25, plus 5 is 30. That's way too small. Let's go 2 numbers bigger. What if we do 7? 5 times 7, 35, plus 7 is 40 something, still not good enough. What if we try 9? 5 times 9, 45, plus 9 is still too small. Okay, if it's too small, what if we try, let's try 10. 5 times 10 plus 10. 5 times 10 is 50, plus 10 is 60. There you go, this works. Okay, so this is 10. This is usually 5, but as you can see, there's 2 of them, so it's gonna be 10 as well. Okay, pay attention when you see 2 fruits. And here as well, it should be 2 pairs, so that's 2 sevens, which is 14. And now you're probably going to be tempted to do 10 plus 10 is 20 times 14, right? Well, no, that's wrong. And it's wrong because you have to do the multiplication first. It doesn't matter if it's before or after. You do the multiplication always before the addition because the multiplication is more important. Okay? So what you need to do here is 100 and it's 14 times 10, which is 140. And then you add 10 to 140. So that gives you 150, okay? So if you got, how much does this give you? If you got 280, yeah, it's because you are good at maths, but you don't know the order of operations. So that's what we're going to be learning today. So let's get started. Let's just have a look at the shortcut. So in primary, we call this BIDMAS. It's a shortcut. And in secondary, we call it BIDMAS. Okay? This lesson is for primary because we are going to use much easier examples. We're not going to use any powers of numbers. So that's why we are going to call it BIDMAS for this lesson. Okay? So O stands for other. Okay, other. And other refers to this. This is like 2 to the power of 3. So it's another operation that you don't have to know in primary. Okay, so basically when you see something like this, you're probably just going to have questions that have divisions, multiplications, brackets, and additions and subtractions, and that's it. You're not going to have any of this. Right, so this here shows you that the order of importance is from the top to the bottom. It means that the most important one is on the top. Okay, so it means the brackets are the most important one, so you always do the brackets first. Yeah, after you've done the brackets, you have to do the multiplication and the division. Here, I want you to be aware that these two are equally important. So you have to do them in the order that you have them written. And then we have to do the addition and the subtraction. Okay, these ones are also equally important. The addition is not more important than the subtraction. They are just written like that because it would be easier to read the BIDMAS word. Okay, so first bracket, then we do multiplication or division, whichever one comes first. Then we do the addition and the subtraction. Okay, so let's go through these examples, and then I'm going to give you some practice questions. So in this particular example, we have a subtraction and we have a division. Which one is first? Obviously, the division is here and the subtraction is all the way here. So I'm going to do this first. I'm going to do 6 divided by 2, which is 3. And I'm going to do 14 take away 3, which is 11. Okay? In here, we have brackets and division. Which one goes first? This is brackets and this is division. Which one is higher? Obviously the bracket, so it means we do the brackets first. So we do 14 minus 6 should give me about 8, and then I do the division. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Okay, let's look here. We have multiplication and we have addition. Obviously the multiplication is here and the addition is here, so we have to do the multiplication first. So I'm going to highlight it just so you can see. I'm going to do these at the same time. So 14 times 2 is 28. I'm going to copy my plus, and 3 times 5 is 15. And the next step is to add them up, and it gives me 5 plus 8 is 13, carry 1. 1 plus 2 is 3 plus 1, 4. 43. Okay, that's all you need to know. That if you have multiplication before addition, you do that first. If you have multiplication and addition mixed together, you do the multiplication first, unless you have brackets. Okay? Actually, let's just write one example where you have all of them. Let's just say we have 2 plus 3 times 7 plus 5. Okay, equals. So what do we do here? We have brackets. Yeah, we have brackets, multiplication, addition. You can write this, BIDMAS, if you're not sure what to do here. So you have brackets, multiplication, addition. So you have to circle multiplication, you circle the addition, and circle the brackets, and obviously you look at which one is the highest, obviously the brackets. So you're going to do the brackets first. You're going to do 5 times 7 plus 5. Okay, so I've done the brackets. Now in the next row I'm going to do I've done the brackets, and now I'm going to do the multiplication. 5 times 7, 35 plus 5. And the last bit I'm going to do is the addition. Addition is 40. Okay, so that is my answer. Next, so these are some questions that you have to do. Remember, you can write BIDMAS on the side, and you can circle the operations you have. And based on that, you can start working on them. Okay, so pause the video and do the work in your book. Make sure you write the number. Yeah, you write the number first. Hold on, you write 1 and then you write your answer. Then I give you the answers, and it's going to be so much easier for you to mark. Okay? Right, so now let's look at the answers quickly. Before that, let's see if there's anything we need to clarify. So here you would do this first, then you do the addition. Here you do the brackets first, then you do the multiplication. In here as well, you do the brackets, then you do the multiplication, and then you add. Okay? So here are your answers. 24, yes, all the way to 24. Here are your answers. Pause the video, mark the work, then we're going to move on to another activity with BIDMAS. Okay, so here we go. In this fun activity, what you need to do is copy each question and write brackets. So you have to place the brackets in such a way that you get that answer. So as you can see right now, this activity, this is actually 2 times 5 is 10, 10 plus 3 is 13. So 13 doesn't equal 25, does it? So if you leave it like that, the answer is actually 13. So you can't leave it like that. You have to put some brackets somewhere. So let's try. This is also done with trial and error. 3 plus 2 is 5. If you do 5 times 5, that's 25. Okay, so that's how it goes. And you have to do the same to the other ones. Just do trial and error. After you place the brackets, don't just randomly place them. After you place the brackets, you also want to check the answer. So for example, if I decide to do this in a bracket, then I need to actually think, okay, well, if I put the brackets here, which one do I have to do first? I'm going to have to do this. So 3 times 6 is 18. And then I have to do 18 plus 8. Does that give me 26 or not? It does. But actually, what if I don't put anything? How much is this right now without putting any brackets? I still have to do 18 here because I still have to do this first and then add the 8. So basically, I don't actually need to do anything here because it's already giving me 26. Okay, so always check before you even put the brackets, because you might not need to do anything. And if you have the multiplication, you don't need to put the multiplication in a bracket, because this is already more important than the subtraction. So you wouldn't change anything. Right, so pause the video, try to do this, and I'll give you the answers in a bit. Okay, so here are the answers. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope you found it useful. Let's see if we have a plenary question. Yes, we do. Okay, this is a nice open-end question. It says use the numbers 2, 3, and 4 and the operations to make as many different possible answers. Okay, so you can do 3 times 4 plus 2 gives you, yeah, because you have plus, minus, and times. 3 plus 4, this gives you 12, plus 2 gives you 14. Okay, you can try other things. You can do 2 times 4 times 3 and see how much that gives you. That's 8 times 3 is 24. Yeah, so you can try different questions and different numbers and have fun with this. You don't have answers for this because there's literally a lot of questions that you can write and a lot of equations you can do with this. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed today's lesson, and if you like more videos that are like this, broken down step by step with repetitive questions and with answers at the end, and if you want to use this, and also if you want more resources, please check out my website. It's in the description. There's a link where you can find a lot of printable resources, worksheets, and so on, everything related to people and pupils who have special needs like dyscalculia and dyslexia. Okay, thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye for now.